we're back. So we've just gotten my dog out of the larder and now we're going to go and talk to Nan to see what she has to say about the dog getting into the larder once again.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Well, he's just a dog, so what can you do?
Look at him now. Snuck into my larder once again and makes off like a free thief, he does.
Oh, mistress, there are rats in the larder. Big ones.
Oh, looks like the dog killed them.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then. Take these pork bits and don't say
But
that
of
Nan
course,
never gives you
as
anything.
usual, he gets away
Bloody
with
dog.
it.
Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Now we're off to see Mother Dearest, because she is still in the way of us going to see our brother.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from
As you can
Orlais
see,
last
she
year.
is wearing something
Margaret,
different
who gave it
as
to him was
normal,
drunk, I understand, and mistook
normally
Bryce
from what
for
she
the
does
king.
wear in the
Now
mod.
here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
I think it's appropriate to give a quite sarky comment at this point.
Ah, marvellous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's
Clearly I
wife?
have no tact,
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
just to add to that.
I'm so proud of my pup's mastery of tact and diplomacy.
Well, it was a lovely salon, from what little I remember.
Which wouldn't be much, considering we had to pour you into the carriage afterwards.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her.
Which
It's
is
good to see you
completely
again,
irrelevant to
milady.
the
You're looking as beautiful
bigger
as ever.
picture. Once again, no tact, so...
I beg your pardon?
Her diplomatic skills will earn her a post in Orlais. Just you wait.
Yes, I know I have no
And this is my lady in
diplomacy.
waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
You would think that it would make it easier to make a match for her, not more difficult.
Perhaps your daughter
Because
simply
having a
has a
mind
mind
of your
of her
own in
own,
this
your
day and
ladyship.
age is apparently
be
a
proud.
crime.
Proud doesn't get me any more grandchildren.
I mean, as long as you can squeeze out the kids, right, who cares at what assets you've got.
All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship.
Now to finally see Fergus, who is our brother.
As you desire.
At least he's married, so it's not a complete shambles.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Because this is really noisy again.
When there's a man in your life, you'll understand.
And of course, it's better to have more
Such a
than
thing
one.
would bring shame upon this house, sister. But if it's true, you must be
I just
discreet.
love her reaction to this. It's like she doesn't
I'm
even
not
care.
sure how I should take that, love.
As the advice of a practical Antivan woman, my dear.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear
Of course,
boy,
this
that
was
you
all
plan
just
to
a
wait for
massive
us
ruse
before
to get the
taking your
family
leave.
together one last
Be
time.
well, my son.
Which,
I
considering
will
what
pray for your
happens
safety
next, it
every
is
day
quite
you
a
are gone.
meaningful scene.
I keep telling you, no Darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain
But I
and
do think
preserve
we're
us
going to need
all.
more than prayer.
Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
I like how
Fergus,
this
you
shocks
would
her,
say this in front
but
of your
saying
mother?
that you've got more than
What's
one
a
man on the
wench?
go is
Is
perfectly
that what
acceptable.
you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Orin. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, maker's breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
I'll miss you,
But
Mother
truthfully,
dear.
that daughter is
You'll
more
take care
man
of her,
than the
sister,
rest of
won't
the
you?
men in the family.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Yes, much to do. So now, night is fallen, and all the men have gone to Ostagar along with Fergus, so there's only a few amount of guards left in the castle. Which, if the whole army was here, I think that would have made quite a big difference. And as you can see, my character is half naked. So I'm sure the guards got a good look in when they came barging in to kill her. Obviously they were too scared of the dog at first.
My lady, help me!
I'm sure the
castle
servant
is
got a
under
good
attack.
look as well. Even if he was killed afterwards. So now he's quickly need to get more armor on because he can't fight naked because that's frowned upon. So, How is a massive douchebag who betrays his friends for power. So apparently they couldn't find their main target, so they set us to killing the rest of the family.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt? A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
Clearly he's a big fat liar.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed. We must find him.
Would be wise to check on your nephew.
And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs.
Brilliant idea. We should probably also put some armor on you, but first we'll just level up real quick. So for the rogue, I choose dexterity, willpower, and cunning. Seems like good talents, and I will also improve my coercion a bit more to be able to influence others. And for my dual weapon, I will pick dual weapon sweep. I will also level up my dog real quick and give Eleanor some weapons, so she has a better chance of fighting off the douchebags that have now invaded the castle.
No!
So as you can see, Hal has no
What
concept
manner
of
of
human
fiend
life, and look
slaughters
at all that
innocents?
blood. I mean, who you, a small child, could have that amount of blood in the body?
Hal is not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor Fergus. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
It is pretty bad crack that they lost their only grandchild.
I will drive you from our land myself. fighting, House men must be everywhere.
No shit.
The front gates. That's where your father must be. I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Cousland sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of House hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path.
Considering how the sword looks, it is quite a worthwhile journey.
If House men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants entering the larder to escape. Do you hear me? Then let us be swift.
So we'll hurry to the treasury.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here! Yes, my lady! Here they come!
You're just a piece of shit with how... Yeah, just head them because that's literally what they
I
said.
can't go on at this absurd pace.
Well, you're gonna have to. Are we good? No. I forgot Hell's men are pretty much like Bearmen. Everywhere you go and an impossible numbers. The head of them is painfully acceptable. You have to make sure the head of the snake doesn't grow back. That servant looks completely sick of his life. Probably thinking, why did I agree to come along?
The Couslands will not fall like you!
So now that we've killed the majority of the house guards we've come across, we will now go to the treasury.
Well, all
Getting
right.
close to the treasury. The Cousland family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Hal's hands.
Apparently, my theory is that Hal got really salty when he couldn't get hold of the Cousland family blade. But let's face it, if he put his hands on it, he'd probably burn or something. But I literally can't blame him for wanting this sword. I mean, who wouldn't want it? Clearly the soldiers were too late to get the sword because we nabbed it first. But that's their problem.
Lovely.
Strikes me as odd no one was bothered about the fact how hard potential apostate mages and these little attack squad.
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but
They
they
killed
kind of
Oriana
did.
And Oren. I can't believe. Are you injured?
Don't worry about me, your ladyship. thank the Maker you two are unharmed. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Housemen out long.
And just in the
You've
background
another
is
way
the
out of the
servant
castle.
who looks
Use it quickly.
completely sick of his life.
When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Ser Gilmore. Maker watch over you.
Maker, watch over us all.
Now this is a mod I put in that is called the Ser Gilmore Farewell Kiss. It's a very good mod and I think it adds something more to the scene. So we are going to kiss Ser Gilmore goodbye. As you can see, that's a pretty intense kiss. And I think the small linger at the end is just the best thing ever. But it must have been pretty awkward for the mother to watch her daughter snog the face off her father's knight. So now we're going to go to the servants' exit to find dear old dad. But unfortunately you've got to go the awkward way because half of the castle is on fire at this point.
We're under attack!
I will go all myself. I'm like nothing. We must stop them.
I'll go.
Before we go into there, we will just level up quickly. Same with the dog. As you can see, no one is safe from the house guards.
And so I shall.
So we've now found dear old dad, who was in a pool of his own blood that just rapidly comes out from underneath him.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding!
Of course he's
Owl's
bleeding,
men
he was ran through with a
Found
sword.
me first. Almost did me in right there. He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce,
Just goes to show you
we must
can't
get you
even
out of
trust
here.
your friends in this game.
I won't survive the standing, I think. Ah, my darling girl. If only Will could make it so.
Once House men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go!
Someone must reach Burgess. Tell him what has happened.
Best thing we can do is just take vengeance.
Yes. Vengeance.
Bryce, no. The servants' passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the Terran is correct. House men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The Terran and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Of course you're not surprised. I mean, I'm just amazing.
I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you. Take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship. But I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
You fought your way to me through Howe's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear. I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar, to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Howe. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
Clearly, whether you want to or not, you have to accept.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Howe's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
I can see now would be
Darling,
a good mark.
Go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
I do wish there was a way to save your mother at least.
My place is with your father. At his side to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
So I had to leave them behind. Pretty tragic.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Of course, killing us quick to
King Cousland.
greet Duncan as soon as he
a-
arrived in
A royal
Ostagar.
welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Because stopping an invasion
Not
is
if I could
fun
help
to this
it, Your
king.
Majesty. Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
No, I'm just a
Allow
random
me to
hobo that he
introduce you,
picked
Your
up off the
Majesty.
side of the road.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met. Your brother has already arrived with High Ever's men, but we are still
I think
awaiting
you'll be
your
waiting
father.
a while there.
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a
If by
traitor
traitor
and
you
overtaken
mean
High Ever Castle.
absolute snake,
Had we not
yes.
escaped, he would have killed us
He is a
and
traitor.
told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such
Quite
treachery?
easily.
As soon as
Probably
we are
had
done
Logan
here,
in his
I
pocket
will
by
turn my
this
army
point.
north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word. No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
Well, we'll just have to wait then.
Of that, I have no doubt. You will see him again once the battle is over, I am certain. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your
Well,
grief
that is
against
a
the
real
Darkspawn for
helpful
the time
suggestion,
being.
considering I don't get to fight many Darkspawn.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his
Let's all
strategies.
become moot.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Very confident.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
Conan the King, this is just a massive
I'm not even sure this is a true
raid.
blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas,
But why
we've
would
seen
the
no sign
Archdemon
of an
show itself
archdemon.
this soon anyway?
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to
It's
do.
not like a bad bedtime
No,
story
I must
or
go
anything,
before
you know.
Loghain sends out a search party.
It's a fight.
Farewell. Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feelings.
So let's move it.
Yes, we should proceed with the ritual. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me
Because
while I
apparently I
attend
can't
to
have
some
my
business.
dog with me while I go around this
The
camp.
Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
And this is our arrival to Lovering.